Unfortunately, I'm, with my current setup, unable to stream console games, so I have to use EMU for this one, and Saturn emulation is god-awful. Like, you can hear the problems with sound, and that's the EMU. Normally, the sound is very good. Oh, is mic really quiet? Huh. Wait, it shouldn't be this quiet. Something's wrong here, let me check. Okay, it should be better now. Although, wait, I think I know. Let's see here. Oh, I think I see the problem. Okay, now it should be better, but let me... Okay, now it should be better. But anyway... Let's start this thing. So... before I start, I just wanna say one thing. I'm playing on EMU, and playing Saturn games on EMU is not a good thing. First of all, the controller has 6 face buttons and 2 bumpers. I'm using DualShock, which has 4 face buttons and 4 bumpers, which is the same, but because they are positioned differently, it's awkward to use. So don't play Saturn games on EMU. Don't do that. Anyway, let's start a new game, and we start the timer when we gain control. Also, I forgot to mention, but my internet is a bit spotty, so frame drops might happen. Okay, so... let's see... Ooh! Our first place we want to go is shown on the map, but it's really far away from us, so... It's technically faster to run diagonally like this, but it's often pretty awkward, and also there is a location I want to check here, which might be a fairy forest, which is one location that never flashes on the map, but we have to visit it anyway, so... Well, what do you expect from those animations? Where is it? Oh, it's behind me. Oh no, that's other dungeon, I have to go later too. But I think but I'm gonna check one more location, because one possible location is right there. Actually, framerate is what? That's also not the fairy forest. Also, don't worry about the framerate. It's worse on EMU. Yes, it's better on console, but still pretty choppy, but better. Okay, I'm actually not gonna strafe here, just run straight forward. Oh, that's a shop. Good to know, I'm gonna use it later. Anyway, the first location we have to go to is Graveyard, where we can find Crucifix, which imbues our weapon with a holy power, allowing us to kill the vampire. Yeah, shop menu is actually best part because there is no lag whatsoever. As you can see, one grave is pointed to. That's the grave we have to go to. But there's also one grave unmarked, which has one thing I have to pick up. And there's also grave with money, grave trap with zombies. That's the thing. And the other one has a jewelry. Yeah, amethyst. So that was graveyard. Nothing too special about it. Next up is the mansion, where we'll fight the vampire. Where is it? Oh, it's over there. And let me actually analyze the map. Okay, I think I know where the fairy forest is, and it's quite far away. Let me actually adjust my position. Okay, there's the bridge. And there's the mansion, but we're from the back, so we have to go around. Oh, we're actually from the side. Also, I'm not surprised that the game is that choppy, because Saturn couldn't really do true 3D. Oh, I actually don't remember seeing ever this layout. Maybe once or twice, but it's a rather rare layout. Let's see. So the worst enemy you can find here are bats, because they can paralyze you, which is annoying. Okay, now we have to find 4 switches. No, 5 switches, sorry. It's either 2 on the ground floor and 3 on the first floor, or 3 on the ground floor and 2 on the first floor. Anyway, here's the first, and there is something. Knife. I don't need a knife, so I'm gonna throw it away later because it clutters inventory, and also there's a weight limit you can carry. By the way, do you know what newest God of War and this guy has in common? Neither of them can jump. So yeah, Kratos got weakened in the newest God of War. I only played the first one, but he could jump very well there. So other thing than switches, I'm gonna be looking for some treasure lying around. If I can find a sword, I would be able to stunlock the boss of this area, but it's not required. And I also might find fairy tears, which will be useful later. Music? Emulator is shit, that's what's with music. Normally it's very fluent, so to speak. Otter Blues is actually my, so to speak, speedrunning spiritual animal. I'm also running a ton of different games like Odd, but I'll admit I'm not as good as Odd because I don't put nearly as much effort in every single one of those games. So my times aren't as optimized per game as all Otter Blues are. And Zombie, if I remember right, can poison me, which is bad because poison can be removed by dying or by using antidote or some other form of healing. Also, one difference between me and Otter Blues is that I run quite a handful of RPGs. Well, you could say action-adventure and action RPG are my go-to genres when it comes to speedruns. Okay, so one room left. And I forgot to count switches, so it might turn out that I already flicked all. Yeah, seems like it. So, time for the big boss. I don't have a... Oops, that's downstairs. I don't have a sword, so I won't be able to stunlock him, but it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna shank him with a knife. And that's what he says. Ah yes, I forgot the most important part, which is equipping the crucifix. So I'm just shanking this guy. Where are you? Unfortunately, he's teleporting a lot, so... Luckily you can turn freely while the map menu is open, so I'm using that. And he flies away, but he drops a lamp, which is a treasure for this area. But I don't need it, because I can just go in darkness easily. And also one thing that's really not present in many RPGs, or it's mostly a Zelda thing. You level up when you complete a dungeon, not when you kill a certain amount of enemies, but when you complete a dungeon. Quite underused concept, if you ask me. Okay, next place is there, but first I'm gonna check one other place, because there is probably a fairy forest there. Let's see. Wait, no. I should run that way. Okay, I ran past the bridge, but that's okay. I'm gonna run to the another one. How can I speedrun it? Normally. Fast. I'll be honest, I enjoyed this game, but on console, because emulation of Saturn is garbage. Okay, it's a fairy forest. Okay, as you can see, I touched the tree and got the fairy. If I were to touch the wrong tree, a swarm of rabbit hornets would appear and kill me almost instantly. So good thing you didn't see that. Also, one thing, there's actually a regional difference. In the Japanese version, if you die, well, you lose all your points, which also serve as currency in the shop. In the English version, however, you don't lose the points. I learned this while preparing for Retrothon. Anyway, here's the dungeon of trial. So, you're supposed to use lamp here, but I didn't pick it up. You can still somewhat easily navigate this place. There are two enemy kinds here, kobolds, which are simple, and will-o-wisps, which are pretty menacing because they can stun-lock you. So I'm opening map a lot to not get lost, and also when you turn while map is opened, enemies don't move so they can't ambush you or something. And also I feel like in the darkness there's lower spawn rate of will-o-wisps. Oh, there's one. It shoots lightning on nearby targets, but somehow I got unharmed past him, which is interesting. There's also a handful of chests here and there, but I don't need anything. Okay, and here at the end we have two chests. One has a shield which protects us from fire fully and will be useful later, and come on, pick it up. And here's a tool, Lens of Truth, as I used to call it. It allows us to see fake walls in the next dungeon, but it's really unnecessary. I'm not even gonna use it. And in any percent I skip this dungeon. I need this shield, which protects me from fire on a boss later, but I can buy it from a shop, so that's what I do in any percent. And whose sub-emote is that beaten Machi? Cause it looks pretty cool. I can't check it right now because I'm playing the best Saturn has to offer. Okay, close to the exit. Oh, it's Karsis, okay. I totally forgot he has a BM mode. Okay, so now I'm gonna do some shopping before I go to the next dungeon. And shop is up there north, so that's where I'm gonna go. Oh wait, I missed the shop. I missed the 3 dirty dwarves, but I looked up some screenshots not too long, so while a couple hours ago, so wait, no. What do I need? I need scrolls of detect to and no, I need actually this is more important, so okay, so let me explain what I just bought. Scroll of Detect shows all the treasure chests in the current dungeon. I need to because I'm gonna use it in Volcano and in the final dungeon. And Stone of Fighter can be equipped to improve my attack power, which I'm gonna need later. Because it greatly improves the power of the best sword in the game. It's pretty much necessary. I can alternatively find it in a chest, but it's not certain. And also, the entrance to this dungeon is hidden, but it's always by this sign. See? No need for anything. And if you look closely, you can actually see it. That wall looks a bit sketchy. And the other thing I need also is Fairy Tear for the second to last dungeon, because it teleports me back to the start of dungeon. So I don't have to backtrack. And also some healing potions for the final dungeon. Oh, this is good. I have to be careful with those ropers, cause they can poison me. Oh shoot. Enemies in this dungeon are those ropers and kobolds. And those green things on the ground spawn ropers. So as you can see, there are a couple big squares in this dungeon, so one of them contains a fairy armor, which I want. And also there's marked one which has what's its name? I think I need. However, this layout is problematic, because fairy armor is usually where the fountain is, but in this layout it's where the treasure is, so this is not helping at all. And I'm actually gonna equip this Spectacle of Truth, just so I can see that fake wall more easily. I usually don't need that, but whatever. Oh, and also there are spike traps, but they never bothered me, so I keep forgetting about that they even exist. Oh, and there is a fake wall. Oh wait, I haven't got a fairy armor yet. So in this dungeon there are total 3 fake walls. One for each of those big squares. Oh, and there's another entrance to one of those squares. Hopefully this will be an armor. I don't even remember what's in the second chest. Fairy sword. I don't need it. And seems like I have to go all the way around. Yeah. Actually, first thing, drop this. And now I can equip this. And now let's see where's the way out. There's also a fairy shield for the set, but it's far away, so I'm not gonna pick it up. My fire shield, which I haven't equipped yet, is more than sufficient. Yes, no more potato sack. I actually never pick up that master sword, I don't even know how strong it is. And I never use it because in the next dungeon I'm picking up sword, which helps me for the next two bosses, so it's never useful for me. And also I'm 2.5 minutes behind my PB, but the emulation is, as you can all tell, bad, so I'm not even surprised. I'm pretty sure this game runs slower than on console. And if I would run on console, this would be in Japanese. And you know why? I bought the Japanese copy, complete in box, for €1.50, free shipping. Would you say no to such deal? Because I couldn't. Okay, so wait, no. First thing I'm gonna save the game. And here's where the first scroll of detect is used, cause I need to find two things. And I need to know where the treasure chests are. So now fire spaces deal me some minor damage. If I weren't wearing this necklace of fire, I would be instantly incinerated and dead. Well, I didn't pay for the game. I paid for the jewel case and piece of paper. And for €1.50, that's a good price for a printed colorful piece of paper and text. And also, if you think this area is bad, then yeah, this is probably one of the worst areas performance-wise in the whole game. Where's the treasure chest? Herb. Okay, I need to walk slowly because the passageway here is really weird. For some reason I couldn't go through. Okay, I got the sword. Oh, that's the sword I need and it's already with +1 upgrade, so I never got it with +1 upgrade, so that's really nice. Next thing I need to find is a ruby. It's one of the 3 jewels which dispel the evil, and I needed to beat the game. Hopefully I get it fast so I can go faster to the boss. Oh, jewelry, let's see. There we go. So now I just have to go to the boss. That was a really good volcano. Well, there's still a boss and he is a bit of a bitch, but we'll get to that later. Also, I think for the next Retrothon I'll try to learn and submit, just for Captain Spider, Mirai Shinva Jarvas for the NES. Just for you, dude. Where am I even? Okay, we're getting close to the boss. Okay, almost at the boss. And here's another one of those finicky passages. Okay, the boss, Fire Dragon. His only attack is fireballs, and my shield is 100% fireproof. So, as long as I have my shield raised, I'm immortal. Also, I cannot attack him until he's so far away. I need to wait for him to close by. And you know he's gonna fire when he roars. And this sword has a really nice wide swing which hits all 3 heads at once. This thing just needs to get closer. It can also shoot fireballs, but as you can imagine, Fire Dragon is fireproof. And he went away. Alternatively, in the mansion I could found the Sword of Darkness, which consumes points to fire projectiles and kill dragon that way. However, I didn't get a sword, so I'm not able to do that. And here's a fire projectile. As you see, ineffective. Also, I theorized that this slash has higher range, but it doesn't seem like it. This boss is RNG, and currently is not playing nice. Come on, close in. I think he might be closing in. Okay, that's a good cycle. I finally was doing some damage. And then he just went away. One head down. Oh yes, this swing really does have a longer range, which is what I thought might be the case, but now I have a proof. Come on dude, get closer so I can kill you finally. Wait a second, I have an idea. I can just throw a dagger. That's funny. I should thought about it earlier. That was funny. And also seems like I'm gonna be ahead of my PB after this dungeon. Anyway, here's a thing which we need to enter next dungeon, and now it's time for Death Warp, so I unequip the Flame Amulet and go into fire. I'm dead. And also, because I don't have any high scores on the EMU, I need to input. And while it's long, I want to go with my usual Julek, which is shorter for my real name, Juliusz. Okay, so now we face the exit and we're done. I'm 2 minutes ahead of my PB now. Interesting. I actually hope I won't PB because I really hate this Saturn emulation. Oh. Now let's see. And also, as you can see, I still have my points. In the Japanese version I would start with 0. Oh, and I almost forgot. First things first, I need to go to the shop. I need fairy tears for this dungeon, and I might as well buy potions for the final one. Why not use actual Saturn? With my current setup I'm unable to stream console games. That's because my... Thanks, Spider. And that's because my laptop broke and now I switched to desktop. And my only TV screen is now my computer screen. Wait, no, that's Graveyard. Shop is there. So yeah, if not that, I would stream definitely more console stuff and probably speedrun more console games. Like I probably would run Breath of the Wild already. Anyway, I need Fairy Tears and actually I need to look up what I have. Tranquilizer? Okay, I have Antidote, which is good. I need Stamina. That's an overkill, but better be safe than sorry. Draw distance is actually not a problem in this game because it never causes any problems. At least I didn't come up to any problems because of short draw distance. Anyway, from the last dungeon we got a flute, which we have to use here. Where is it? Also for those just joining, the sound problems, this choppiness is because of emulator. And hey Mushil. Yes, I'm from Poland if anyone's wondering. Okay. So now we're in the mines, which is one of the longest dungeons. Let's see. Luckily the corridors are very straight, either perfectly horizontal or vertical, so I can usually diagonally strafe. Okay, and now it's time for a kart ride. Because what RPG can not have this kind of thing? Come on, step in. Wow, I never had problems getting into the minecart. Incredible. Now, let's see. here. Also, as you can see, there's way down on this floor and minecart. Minecart leads to other section of this dungeon where you can find a fairy shield, but I don't need it, so I'm just gonna pass on it. Oh. Okay, now we're on the final floor. One thing I forgot to mention, there are some random poison clouds which can appear here and there, and they poison you, and they are very annoying. Luckily I have Herb of Antidote, so that's good. Of course it's not Pismo Beach, because I didn't turn left in Albuquerque. Okay, I forgot to save before boss, but I'm full health, not poisoned, and I have plenty of healing potions, so I should be good. This is a wizard. He's annoying because he flies around and I can only shoot him when he's on the ground. He can fly for a long time and he can also fake me out. So let's see how this will go. Okay, that's good RNG for a start. And that's basically what I need the fire sword for, this guy. Oh yeah, he's very good comparison to Agahnim from Link to the Past. Also a trolley wizard. But you know what's worse than Link to the Past Agahnim? Link's Awakening Agahnim. Ages ago I tried running Link's Awakening DX any percent no ace, which is pretty much you go straight to the final boss, and I remember one attempt when I got nothing but blue balls from Agahnim. And he can actually shoot if you let him, but I didn't. I got Tears of Earth and a fairy, second one. The third one appears later. I used fairy tears to go back to the start of dungeon, and there we go. And I'm still ahead of PB by almost 2 minutes. Let's see. Oh, that's quite far away. No, don't come in. Oh, I'm totally in the wrong spot. So the final thing I need to do is find the obelisk, I guess, this thing next to the water, and put a fair tier of earth on this, and this unveils the hidden palace, which has two parts. The first one is teleporter maze, but there's a method to it. So, on this floor I need to look at central 3x3 grid and remember the pattern. Okay. Now I just need to enter... Oh, that's the wrong way. Any teleporter and compare that to the next floor, and this will tell me where is the way up. Stupid ropers. Also, I can just look at teleporters. Pink are upwards and yellow are downwards. And that one is wrong. Anyway, okay. Okay, this way. Ah yes, this game indeed will be at RPG Limit Break this year, run by Jair, who was OG runner of the game. Was and still is. Okay, so here I'm gonna save, and I'm gonna use the second scroll of Detect, and also equip the Fighter Stone. So I need this because I need one jewel and a Sword of Light to be found in this place. Wait, no. Okay. Those elevator patterns are very weird. So the Sword of Light is only thing that can kill those skeletons permanently. Oh, and I think I might got it. And it's +1, holy heck. This run is truly blessed. Also, as I said, there are mimics. Fake chests which can also paralyze you, and they are very deadly. Wait, is this it? Oops. Yeah. Holy shit. Now I just need to head to the exit. Unfortunately, we come here on a bit of a problem, because this pattern of platforms is weird. Oh shoot. Oh, okay. Ah yes, dog is up because I guess mom came back from work. Sorry about that. Oh, okay. We got a good elevator pattern here because this one is pretty easy to remember. Let's see. I need to go there, so I need to go on this platform. Wait, no. This one. Okay, time for the boss. It's an eel which shoots electricity at us, but we have Sword of Light, which I haven't showed yet, shoots balls of light. And also I have Fighter Stone, which means I'm gonna be shotgunning. And I screwed up a little, because you can stun lock. Well, not really stun lock, but make a perpetual loop. Yeah, I'm screwing it up a bit, but it's still good boss. And also you cannot fire them too fast or else you will swing like I did. Nice, didn't even need to use a potion. And holy shit, I'm 8 minutes ahead of my PB. Well, because it's on Emu I don't like it, but I guess I'll have to accept it. Streamuję. Okay, so now Ferris saved us from the collapsing castle and now we're in Fortress of Varalis where we have the boss gauntlet. Starting with a fight of a vampire. And I'm gonna save because this guy is actually more powerful. Because he summons bats, and bats can paralyze me. And they are also effective projectile shields, but that was very good fight. Okay, that was very good, vampire. Now wizard. He's accompanied by 2 skeletons, but I can just kill them like this. And he can also now, instead of shooting, resurrect those skeletons, but this won't help him much. And also, I can still shotgun him with those projectiles. Yo, that's a very good start. I think I 5-cycled this guy. I think he might survive with sliver of HP after this round. Yeah. And there he goes. All that's left is the final boss. And I'm gonna save for safety because he might be a bit trolly. However, I have like 5 healing potions, so I doubt this will be sub 1 hour, but will be close. 1 hour and seconds. And first thing I'm gonna do while fighting Varolus is step backwards, otherwise my projectiles will hit the stairs. Okay. He's annoying because he teleports a lot. Where are you? And there we go, 1 hour 35 seconds. 9 minutes and 49 seconds PB improvement. I'm not happy that it's on EMU, but anyway, enjoy the ending. For it is really something. Ah yes, in-game clock has that problem that it doesn't move while you're in menu or loading, so it's inaccurate. Also, I'm not sure if it's world record, because I'm pretty sure Gyre has sub 1 hour. Although I'm not sure he was doing... I'm pretty sure he was doing a random seed, although I haven't watched his run actually. Something I should do. So I'm not sure if it's a world record, but it's definitely a PB. PB I'd love to improve eventually. And get sub 1 hour, maybe. So since we have a lot of time, let's watch the credits and then... This game has arcade-like scoring, so... I'm gonna get some bonus points for finishing the game. And because it was so fast, maybe I finally get 1 million points for the speed. Who knows, we'll see. I haven't tried doing that, but this game would be a legit high score game. I think in-game time might also be inaccurate on console TS Dadem, but I haven't checked that out. I would need to look it up. Keep in mind, Matiwati, that Gyre doesn't use speedrun.com. He's that kind of old boy. Like Cool Kid, Rom Scout, they haven't used